So, we are now going to start a new topic of discussion, that is coordinate system. The coordination of algebra and geometry is coordinate geometry. The coordination of algebra and geometry means you should have a knowledge of algebra well and geometry also well to be good in coordinate geometry. Historically, coordinates were introduced to help geometry, and so well did they do this job that the very identity of geometry was changed. The word geometry today generally means coordinate geometry. In coordinate geometry, all the properties of geometrical figures are studied with the help of algebraic equations. The object of coordinate geometry is to use some known facts about a curve in order to obtain its equation and then deduce other properties of the curve from the equations to obtain. For this purpose, we require a coordinate system. There are various types of coordinate systems present in two dimensions. For example, rectangular, oblique, polar, triangular system, etc. Here we will only discuss rectangular coordinate system in detail. So polar is also there. There are various types of coordinate systems in two dimensions. Rectangular we are going to study here, but oblique, polar is there. Polar is there in AS 9231 code. It is having polar coordinate system. So same figure which is drawn in the rectangular can be converted into polar coordinate system. Triangular and oblique is also there. So rectangular or Cartesian coordinate system, let x dash ox and y dash oy be two fixed straight lines at right angle. X dash ox is called x-axis or horizontal axis, and sorry, and y dash oy is called y-axis or vertical axis, and the point of intersection of both the axes is called origin. Two axes divide the plane into four regions called quadrants. Name of the quadrant and sign of coordinate xy are shown in the figure as xy, 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 xy. So both are positive in the first quadrant. Second x is negative, positive, negative, negative, and positive, negative. Consider point P xy in the first quadrant. For any point P, a line is drawn parallel to OY. The line directed OM is x and MP is y. OM is called abscissa and MP is called ordinate of the point. The abscissa OM and ordinate MP, together written as xy, are called coordinates of the point P. Here xy is an ordered pair of real numbers x and y which determine the position of point P. Since xy can be negative or positive depending upon the quadrant in which the point P xy lies, is distant from x-axis, and modulus of y and is the modulus of y, and that from y-axis is modulus of x. Modulus we are taking about because negative sign we want to introduce here. Distance from x-axis is modulus of y, and distance from y-axis is modulus of x. X dash ox is perpendicular to y dash oy. This system represents rectangular or orthogonal coordinate system. It represents rectangular or orthogonal coordinate system. When the axis x dash ox are not at right angle, they are called as oblique axis. So whenever it is x dash ox and y dash oy are not right angles, they are called as oblique. When point pxy is reflected in x-axis, its image is q. Its image is q x comma minus y. is reflected in x-axis. So whenever x-axis reflection is there, so only x will be same, but minus y will be there. Okay. And when reflected in y-axis, its image is r minus x and y. The equation of the angle bisector of first and third quadrants is y is equal to x. The equation of the angle bisector of first and third quadrants. Angle bisector of the first and third quadrant is called y is equal to x is q y coordinates interchange. Okay. It's q y comma x, that is coordinates interchange. Translation of a point. When a point or a figure or coordinates is moved by slightly to right, left, or down, the movement is called a translation following the coordinates. So we'll just discuss this. We have started it. Okay. It's important to start anything whenever we are. It is 1.1. We've just started it. Okay. We'll come back to this. Without writing, we are dropping this particular class. Okay. Without writing means just it is over 6 minutes, nothing else.